the meaning of God, game of death. Bruce Lee.
Oh my! I'm so happy you brought up his name. I'm one of his favourite.
The Game of Death. That's his film. And what was his? We are water. So if you add 8 of them, you get the 64 cell tetrahedron, which is a rigid flower of life.
Do you believe in God, and why?
Yet again, it's the polarity and the illusion of being separate. Because my filaments are touching your filaments, but we can't see that. So I love acronyms, all right? And even though God is meant to be a noun, it's a acronym, and there's lots of them. And only a couple of days ago, I found another acronym from it. And it's quite a disturbing one, but the philosophy after I've seen kind of fits into it. So the meaning of God, game of death. So for me, so when you are ready to leave this plane, in your last flashing moments, you've gone, do you know what? I've done my best. I've loved as much as I could. And when I didn't love, and I was a bit I had to find my way, I forgive myself. I apologize, made up for the error that I made. All right. So Bruce Lee.
Oh my! I'm so happy you brought up his name. I'm one of his favourite.
The Game of Death. That's his film. And what was his? We are water. Move like. Yeah. So recently, what's her name? Diva Austin. She does the water. She's an American that's been doing this water, and she's come across these autistic people that are having. So it's helping her, and it's lovely. And they just got a direct link, and they're just going, God is in water, and He is so big. So if God is in water, and we are in water, we are self-experiencing. And this is the problem with religion, is because they want to dispower our energy. Yeah, the creator or the maker wants to make you in his own image, which is dispowering, because we all look different, and we've all got a thing. So that's another way of manipulation. The way the church manipulates geometry is this. So it's a cross. So you can muscle test a vicar and look at the cross, and he will he will test weak because it represents suffering. But what a cross is an unfolded cube, the earth, right? But it's more than that. It's actually a star tetrahedron, which is male and female. So the red is pointing down, the white is pointing up. And the thing is, this is just a fractal. So if you add 8 of them, you get the 64 cell tetrahedron, which is a rigid flower of life. And by the way, all this is not static. So it's moving, it's oscillating, it's pulsing. And yet again, it evolves and winds into other geometry. So it's endless. It's self-replicating, but also it depends where it's going. So it's just this omnipresence of divine love. Though, if it's not divine love, that's when you come into sublimable advertising. So they've learned how to use it negatively as well.
The whole point of God is game of death, but then the game of death is actually knowing that we're eternal beings, not actually that things end at death.
Exactly, yes.
And it's all to do with love.
All to do with love, which is great, because it brings me to another topic, which is the human heart is changing. It's a massive thing. So this guy, he's really great. On his retirement, he decides to do a course in geometry. He wants to understand geometry. Comes to the platonic solids and goes, why isn't there a 7-sided form? They went, it's not. So he went away. After 3 months, he come up with a 7-sided form and then related that to the human heart. So he had to go on this amazing journey to explain that he is a scientist and he found this, and it's not woo-woo. So the thing with the platonic solids is you've got a shape, but in that shape, there'll be another shape nested in that shape. So, so another way of hijacking geometry, the Metron's cube. So that has all the platonic solids in one shape. But someone's come along and gone, I tell you what, let's give that name as an angel, and we can siphon the energy when you keep mentioning the, yeah?
Which angel are we talking about? The
Metatron.
Metatron.
It depends. So you've always got polarity, so you always need to kind of check. So personally, I do not use archetypes because of that.
Okay.
We are God and goddesses. You don't need to ask it. They're there. Yeah, and our helpers are there.
Okay.
You don't necessarily need to ask. As long as you believe in yourself, and on the time you need help, your helpers will be there.
So just to bring it back full circle, because one of the first things I asked you was how did you come about being here? And you told me at the age of 7, which is a poignant number, you saw a being and you helped it transition to the next place. And you being able to see elementals as well, talking to you about that they liked the geometry that you're making with the structures that you're making. And then bringing it back full circle here, do you believe in God? And then saying, oh, it's shapes. It's a crucifix, but it's omnipresent and it's existing constantly. So yes or no, do you believe in God? Because I still don't understand whether it's a yes or no.
The thing is, we don't know. But there is an omnipresence, which means we are all connected. We've come here for a purpose.
Okay.
And it's being aware of that purpose, and we're not here for a holiday.
No.
We've come here to sort things out. And it's.
Do you know what your purpose is?
Just to be sentient, love this planet, and just try to help people in this difficult time of ascension, because essentially that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And are you open to people connecting with you? Because I know you've got such a vast knowledge of this sort of information. Are you happy for people to connect and
that'd be nice. I've kept myself very insular with my information, and I've just shared it with like-minded people. Because there's a lot of people kind of doing this work, and they've got different ways of explaining. But for me, it's a journey. So it's connecting with people, and they're going, "Wow, I'm interested," but this is the beginning. So it's just helping each other along the way, and if you seek, you will find.
So. When we do the longer podcast, it'd be interesting to know what sort of questions the viewers might have. I have a million questions. I mean, you've just opened up some wormholes here that we could go down. So I can't bring you back as a longer guest. But if our viewers have any further questions that you might want to ask Garry, it'd be really good if you could put it in the comments. And then I'll collate these questions, and then perhaps in the future when we do the longer version podcast, we can present them to Garry and he could go into more detail about some of these things.
Fantastic. Yeah, because we live in a world of misinformation. So, you can't rely on Google. You can't rely on someone else's experience. You have to be non-biased, and you go, here is the information. Now you need to kind of plug in yourself to see how it resonates with yourself.
Until next time.
Until next time.